The second part of the chapter 4 deals with comparative life cycle assessment of petrol and diesel fuel vehicles versus battery electric vehicles. Comparative analysis was performed for environmental impacts of internal combustion engine vehicles versus the electric vehicles by taking into account the life cycle assessment. For this purpose, carbon footprint and water and resources footprint of these vehicles was analyzed. LCA of alternative fuels was carried out on the example of Polish energy mix. System boundaries for the life cycle of battery electric vehicles and diesel and petrol-powered vehicles is shown in the diagram. In the case of the analyzed vehicles, the system boundaries are from cradle to grave, so from production stage, operation stage to end of life. Diagram illustrates individual factor affecting the carbon footprint of diesel vehicles powered by diesel and petrol and battery electric vehicles subject to analysis, considering the battery charge using the energy mix available from 2020 to 2050 in Poland. The result of the LCA showed that the current and future carbon footprint indicators of battery electric vehicles in Poland are lower than internal combustion engine vehicles. In the case of diesel and petrol vehicles, direct emissions into the air at the vehicle's use stage are the main determinants of the carbon footprint, while in the case of battery electric vehicles, the main determinants of the carbon footprint is electricity production. Diagrams illustrates factors affecting the water footprint of diesel and petrol-powered vehicles and battery electric vehicles. The results of the LCA show that both current and future water footprint of battery electric vehicles in Poland are higher than those of internal combustion engine vehicles. In the case of diesel and petrol-powered vehicles, the car production stage is the main determinant of the water production water footprint. While in the case of the battery electric vehicles, the determinant is electricity. Diagram illustrates individual factor affecting the resources footprint of diesel-powered vehicle, petrol-powered vehicles and battery electric vehicles. In the case of diesel and petrol vehicles, the main determinant is fuel production, while in the case of battery electric vehicles, the main determinant is electricity production. The impacts of battery electric vehicles on the carbon footprint and resources footprint is lower than the internal combustion engine vehicles. But unfortunately, in the case of the water footprint, it is higher, which is mainly influenced by the sources of the electricity used to charge batteries in electric vehicles. Based on the comparative analysis of LCA, it was found that the proposed environmental footprints are a useful tool which can help to decision-making for the assessment of transport sustainability according to the life cycle approach. However, further research is needed to improve these methods. The environmental footprints indicators can be used for support decision-making in circular economy. Become a specialist in LCA of alternative fuels with MOOC, aLIFEca.